What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel, where today I am going to do a fan requested video with the F6. So today we're going to see how fast the F6 in its current condition can do the 0 to 100 sprint. Look, we're not going to the drag strip or anything. I'm going to film it basically how I film all the other 0 to 100s. And yeah, we'll just see what it gets. So I want you guys right now to go into the comment section and let me know what you think this is gonna make. So put your guesses in now, and then yeah, in a minute we're gonna find out. Now let's go through what has been done to this car so that we have a bit of a fair expectation. Well, not very much. It's running a stock tune. So the tune on this should be making, roughly around what the factory numbers were. So, I'm assuming this would make, around the 300-ish, probably wheel horsepower. And, it's quick, but it's only quick on the freeway. And that's a big factor that I find with this car, and with most XR6 turbos in general, is that I never really have found them all that fast from a dig, but from rolling onto it, that is where they really explode. Now, just before we continue with this video, please go ahead and make sure you hit that big red subscribe button and click the bell notifications just so you get updated on all our weekly uploads. Now, in this video also, I wanted to talk about what I've been up to with this F6 mechanical wise. We all know about the gearbox. The gearbox has been making a bit of a thud, and I have finally got it investigated. So I took it down to Monster Torque, the god himself, Rob, and yeah, he gave the ZF 6-speed a service. So he did a service on the gearbox, put all new fluids in there, and yeah, he took it for a drive. He said it's not running very well. This gearbox has been rebuilt, and now, unfortunately, he is really scratching his head as to why someone with a stock engine tune would have a built gearbox. I don't know if they put it in because they had future plans for this car. I don't know if this car was making big power at one point and then they decided to put the factory tune back on it. I don't really know, but unfortunately, for me, he can't tune this gearbox now unless he opens it up and he needs to have a look at the gears themselves to see how much room he has to play with. And if he does all that, then he might as well rebuild it himself. Now, he gave me two options here, and for all you YouTube mechanics out there, I want to know what your feedback is. He said these ZF gearboxes are learning all the time, so he said give it a couple of good drives, see what it's like in another month or two. If it's still really bad, bring it back and we'll put a factory tune file on it. So basically make it like a brand new car again, where the gearbox has no idea what it's doing. We'll drive horribly for like 1500 Ks until it learns how to shift properly again. Now, that is a pretty extreme measure, but I don't know. Let's hope it doesn't come to that point, but he does think that it might need to be done. She's an expensive car to run. I will put, to anyone looking to do what I've done and try and find a cheap FPV like I have, especially a turbo one. Look, they're not cheap to maintain, and if you bought it cheap, it's probably been flogged like mine has been. And, you've really got to be careful because, yeah, you can spend an arm and a leg with these things. I am quite interested to see what this thing will get, to be honest, because I've only really flogged it properly once. And you'll see it in the collaboration I'm doing with two other YouTubers here, Mark and Cars and Joy Drive. Look, that video collaboration is a long way from being finished. We've almost finished all 3 episodes, but we have a lot to edit, and the editing is going to be a nightmare. So yeah, don't expect it anytime soon, but it's on the way and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So right, we're in performance mode. Everything is just in its normal settings. Yeah, car's warmed up. I'm going to build it a little bit and then we're going to go. So 3, 2, 1. $100. I'm gonna try that without the traction control, because it did feel like it was kind of. It did kind of feel like it was not all there. So we're just gonna try it one more time. Here we go. Build up the revs here. 3, 2, 1, go. $100. Back into drive. No, yeah, it's for a stock car, and again, I'm going to reiterate this point. I'm not overly impressed with the 0 to 100 time in this car. I never have been. But what I am really, really impressed with is how fast this car will go at speed. It's more so, I can't really test it on this road actually. It's more so when you're going 100 and then you just kind of put like 20% throttle down and it'll just go shh. You just feel that turbo just start to spool and this thing just take off, and it's just really, really impressive. Yeah, and for people who missed the XR8, I will sympathize with you, and I kind of agree that, I do miss my XR8. Don't get me wrong, I miss that XR8 a lot. And, for going around town and, just having fun going slow, that XR8 was so good, Oh, wow.
I'm dead.
In certain aspects, it was so much fun to have that XR8, but I do have to say the F6 to me still feels like the better car, the more special car, and eventually once I fix this car and be able to put a little bit more power into it, that's when you can kind of bring back a lot of that, racer boy funness. So yeah, we're going 1500 RPM at 100 Ks an hour in this thing. So this is an Australian car, no doubt. And when you want to pass somebody, 20% throttle right now. That was 20% throttle. And I can't even slow, I gotta hit the brakes now because I am flying. It is so quick on the freeway. That is where I really feel all of the speed and potential in this car is when you're on the freeway. So it is a crying shame that, the Germans didn't get this thing, because the Autobahn, this car was built for the Autobahn, mate. Oh, what a dream to take this out there would be. Hey, you get that flutter. You gotta love it. Oh, it's great to build boost. You got that boost gauge, and it's addictive. But that is the scary thing about this car, is that once you've started to build boost, you are already going so fast that, yeah, you really don't want a copper to see you because, yeah, you're gonna be in some big trouble. A little bit of a thud there, tiny one. Every time I just giggle, I hear that. So good. It's so good. So much fun. That kind of makes up for the lack of XR8 straight pipiness, but yeah. In a perfect world, one day I will have a ute like that again, and I will have a fully built F6, and yeah, life will be good. One day. Anyways, guys, I'm pulling back into my house right now, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, this car is pretty quick. It's nothing outrageous at the moment, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new here. See ya on that next video.